Hi guys, it's Shantin here. How are you? I am making preparations to go on a trip, and I thought I might just show you the trip, but then I thought you might like the preparations. Look at all my boats. I think we don't need another boat, but did you see that? There's a big shark just gone across there. I love all the fish in this, but they do add some extra interesting things. I've just been cutting a tree down because I don't want to go without a tree. The other thing I'm going to do is I am going to make some food, which for me is very easy because I have compost. And guys, I did want to show you that I do have an apple tree growing here. One of the reasons that I can grow an apple tree is most fruit trees need you to put the fruit with a jungle sapling, and I have one jungle sapling, but I don't have much fruit. But the apple you can put with an ordinary oak sapling and it will produce an apple tree. And I think having an apple tree with red apples, this is meant to be a temporary spawn home. But I have to say, guys, that when you look at it with the beautiful sea views and my little temporary house covered in multicoloured vines and beautiful timber bamboo fences, it's not looking bad. The trouble is that while I've been searching around basically for somewhere to have a permanent home, and I have been hoping to find either a beautiful lavender environment or to find a very, very nice cherry orchard or a prairie with decent views. But the prairies I've found I've only found one really, is surrounded by hideous desert and stuff like that, and the views aren't that special. I'm not sure whether these blueberry bushes actually do anything or not. I've just left it there for the time being. So coming back to food, I need some bread. So this is so great for me. You just bash it with compost. Of course, compost is so easy to get hold of when you are in an environment where you're surrounded with bamboo forests and you've got bamboo farms. It's not exactly a hardship, and it sure as hell beats putting everything out in different orders. I've done a bit of exploring off camera. This is my little jute farm. I hope you guys like it. Bundled jute. Now I think that's ready. One thing I'm perpetually short of is string. And I need string to set traps. I'm just going to check. Nope, she's still not doing anything. You will note that I have kept all the crosses on the server. I haven't got rid of them. I'm just going to go and check my animal trap up here. I've got a fish trap, which I'll show you in a minute, but I've got a little animal trap here. Look at this, guys. It doesn't go with the shift click, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all, but to make the bait, I have to use string. And of course, I tend to sleep through the night. This is my pine sapling from my little outing. Got the sharks in the distance. I wonder if there's something about shipwrecks and sharks, whether if I looked underwater, I might find a shipwreck down there. Not inclined to find out, because I don't have anything to protect me against sharks, really. So in order to make animal bait, if you look in, or if I look in, let me just sort myself out a little bit here. Let's go to my food bag. Let me put the raw chicken in there, and we'll cook that later. And let me get out some bait. I've got raw octopus, raw crayfish, and raw snail. Okay? Now I need jute fibre. So I'm going to make string out of jute fibre. And I think I'm going to make that much string. So I've got quite a lot of bags and burlap. And if you put one string with this lot, you get 8 fish bait. And let's see what else we can use as fish bait. I wonder if a frog would do it, or a turtle. Quite a disgusting thought, isn't it? Running short of space here. I've got snail, frog. Let's just pop that in there for the time being. What else can I use? Cooked shrimp, cooked snail. It's quite disgusting, all this. Raw turtle. Wonder if that would work. And let's just park that there. I know that the shells don't work. Let's try the puffer fish. I think that might work. And some of these things work, but I think sometimes, oops, that's not the right one. Sometimes the hard shell things don't work. So will it take raw frog? Yes. Raw snail? Yes. Raw turtle? No. One of those doesn't work. I know that works. So maybe it has to be fish, and snails, frogs and turtles it doesn't like. Okay, well let's put the... I have to say that the thought of eating raw snails, I'm trying to divide this up into hearty morsels, snacks, that's just mushroom, that's not anything yet, hearty light meals. That's a nourishing morsel. I don't know what the difference between a hearty morsel and a nourishing morsel is. That's a nourishing light meal. That's a hearty light meal. That's a snack. I mean, it's all different stuff. Who knows what it is? It's all fun. The fact that I'm catching turtles, frogs and snails, anyone would think I was French because they eat. I mean, I don't eat turtles these days. It's very frowned on because they're a protected species. But the French eat frogs, and I have eaten frogs' legs. They're not very nice. And the French do eat snails, but cooked in garlic butter, which again I'm not very keen on. Garlic butter's fine, but the snails are a bit chewy. So the other thing we can do, so that will give us 16 fish bait. So I'm just going to sleep before I go outside. I want to have creeper heaven around here, and they will if they get half a chance. And then outside I'm going to put my fish bait in my fish trap, which is a very good way of getting food. And now you can make sort of vegetarian bait for getting cooked meats. So I'm going to use, I think I will use scallions. And it's the same issue again. 1 string per bait. So I'm going to try to, there we go, 8 bait. Let's go and put that in the trap in the woods, which works amazingly well. These traps, if you've got string, they're fine, but I think that if you were in a normal biome where string wasn't that easy to come by, unless you've got a spider spawner or deep caves full, you could have a problem. I think you might be able to make string out of wool in this set of biomes, but I'm not entirely sure. So let's put some of this away. I want to make some bread. Any other food I've got there? No. Let's make some bread. I'm going to try and make cheese in a minute, and then try and make cheese toasties. And then I think what I'm going to do is to go due south. You see that pretty fish there? That little angel fish. Isn't he gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. 2 of them. Get the fishing rod out. Catch the angel fish. Really fantastic. So I'm making all these little preparations to go on a journey. And I have found a pumpkin. So we're now growing pumpkins. I must say, I wish so much that they didn't have this stupid face on it. I mean, it was fun the first time they did it for Halloween, but it gets old very quickly. What else have we got here? All sorts of stuff. Have I got anything? Mustard seeds, coffee, garlic, corn, which doesn't seem to do much, peas, soybean, bamboo, rye, all growing away. I now have cocoa beans, so I can use those for dye. I've got tomatoes, asparagus, eggplants. Got a couple of I've got one blueberry and one orangeberry that don't seem to grow. Cotton, barley, chilli, grape, onion, pineapple, scallion, leek and lettuce, and they're all growing away quite happily. And then wheat over here, which grows naturally, of course. But it's all looking pretty good. Isn't this beautiful? This is the black bamboo stairs, and look at the edging underneath this, guys. And I think that the black lines up with the grey in the normal bamboo beautifully. It's made a really nice little house. The problem is, if I want to build any further, wow, shark bait I would be. But this is very deep. It's not something you can build on easily. And building this way, I mean, I've got a nice little jute farm, everything set up. I don't really want to take up too much space here and sort of cover this nice bay area. I did take Dog's advice, because I had just a one deep entry pool into here, and I have to say that did not work well. I found a couple of sharks swimming right across it, and happy to bite me en route. So yes, sharks can come into one deep. So it's all looking pretty good, I think, and I'm very, very happy here. I'm loving the whole thing, of course. I just need to work out how to work this apiary and why I can't make bamboo blocks anymore. I've obviously fiddled with something and got it wrong. Not the first time. So back to my preparations for a journey, and then maybe you might like to come with me to explore the south. Let me build up on food, wool and wood, and I'll be back to you guys. Bye!